Taurus, come join us for your monthly dose of astrology and what's going on in your life. I'm going to set the karmic wheels in motion as I usually do. And this month I'm going to focus primarily on this intense retrograde Saturn, which is going to be joined by a retrograde Neptune on the 2nd of July. And here we see it taking place in your 11th house. 11th house of long-term goals and aspirations. You're at a juncture in your life, I think, Taurus, where you have to make some important decisions about your life, the destination that you have in mind. The retrogression is always representative of a reappraisal, a review, a sort of stock take, if you will. And around the 6th, when this new moon takes place in Cancer, we see a triangulation of that retrograde Saturn. So it's around this time I think you're going to start to feel a need to turn over a new leaf. That also has a lot to say about your group involvement, your social networking, and professional networking, I think, is probably at the top of the list here, due to this also retrograde Pluto having just squeezed into your 10th house here. We talked about that the last couple of months. So these changes, these reappraisals that are going on right now, I think have a lot to do with your career aspirations, your goals. It's also a test for you right now on your ideals and your beliefs. There could be a need to confront your long-held dreams and to see whether they're still relevant or not. That's also powerfully indicated by the opposition of the moon around the 10th and the 11th as it moves into that opposing aspect. And it shows that you're going to need to ground your ideals. Not that you're not generally a grounded person, but this period is going to require more of that sort of thing. And you'll see here with the transit of Venus, and Mercury in your 4th house of family matters, that there could be some obstacles associated with that career aspect of your life that I mentioned earlier. For you, however, Mercury and Venus do tend to create an increased sense of family belonging, closeness to the ones that you love, and an even greater need to anchor yourself practically, which is one of your key signatures, I guess. The 11th house is profitability. It also shows us how you may be reappraising the way in which you earn your money, the way in which you connect your business to partnerships and that sort of thing. That can also be triggered by the transit of Mars here as it moves into your 2nd house. We see here the placement of Jupiter here. This is the income earning segment of your horoscope. Also, the full moon is going to be a powerful one, and it will, there it is there, on the 21st, if I'm not mistaken. A full moon in conjunction with Pluto. So there's a lot of intensity associated with your work during this period. You could be withdrawing from the collective or the sense of belonging to a group during this period. Some of those collaborations that you've had in the past may not be working for you. That could also come to light more strongly as the moon transits into this area and makes its conjunction with Saturn on the 24th and then Neptune. These two planets together in retrogression often show a period of paralysis, if I could put it like that, Taurus. An incapacity to actually move forward because you're just not clear And that means you've got to weigh up the challenges and the rewards of what you're doing at this time in your life. Because of that, you may need some time, pardon me, to isolate yourself. That may be a little difficult because we see here that square aspect to the finance planets that are also transiting and empowering your desire for money and wealth and financial security, but at the same time being challenged by this retrograde position of Saturn in that 11th house of dreams and ideals. So you have a really, really big month to work through, Taurus, especially regarding your friendships and your goals and aspirations and how that might work. There's the moon making contact with these two planets, and that is going to particularly challenge you on the last day of the month, the 31st. So be prepared. And you can be more prepared by popping on over to astrology.com.au. We've got the links there so you can see a little more on what's going on for the month. Some of those areas I haven't touched on, as you can see this month. I've wanted to focus on that retrogression of Saturn. It's an important one in a critical part of your horoscope. Drop me a line. Don't forget to come back next month. Subscribe. Drop me a like. We need all that stuff for the channel. And I hope you're going to do well till I see you again in August. Bye for now.